We first stayed in Beaufort Gardens next to Harrods for 2 whole weeks, if you don't mind, and because I didn't know where to go, and their parents were living in Rutland Gardens, so that was a very posh area too. So I had to
Very
keep
nice.
I had to keep the flag, especially when I was going to marry their daughter, and make sure I got there till the paper was signed, you see. So we went into the only place that they knew was next to Harrods, Beaufort Gardens, and thank you, my darling. And we took a flat there at 10 guineas a week. And 2 whole weeks, and with getting married and getting a few things done, my £50 had vanished. 2 weeks. We got jobs after that and things like it, you know. I worked at Woolies and £8 a week, take home pay. That was a lot of money. And I got £15 a week. So add the two together, £23 a week, and you're all right. Why we came over here, why we left all that there and came here. And DB was, yes, certainly I benefited by that, because in those environments it's very close, it's very inquisitive environment. We wouldn't have had any privacy in Sri Lanka. May not be sitting here and talking to each other today. We may have split up by now, because people poke their nose into your business there. You know, you can't do anything without some sort of criticism about it. You know, look what they're up to or something. And then you've got to keep a certain standard. That was the main thing, because both of us went out on a limb. We were, as Hamid said, we were rebels, and I was a rebel too, and I was not willing to take anything from my father. And I told him straight away I didn't want anything, and that was about a contention we had. But he said, all these for you, and you got to look after the family and do all that. And I broke away from that, because that was not something I wanted to do. And so that's a different environment entirely. And so we had to pull ourselves out of that. And perhaps that was a spur, the cloistered, bit of a claustrophobic atmosphere. I wanted to get out of it. And Amita, fortunately, also had that sort of rebellious spirit. And we clicked from there. It was easy after that, you know. That's really basically the whole thing, really. I came over because the parents said, okay, you can get married. So I came rushing over. And so we went and registered at the Caxton Hall for a date. Caxton Hall. That was a famous place in London of the 60s. All the film stars married there at Caxton Hall, the registry office. We just went in, you know, head first, blindly. But that was
into life.
That's the beauty of it. You sit down and plan a wedding, and you have this old, you know, the gown and all that. The next moment you're part of it. Now, but this way, at least, we didn't plan it. It just happened. Work clicked. Beautiful. You know, that's the main thing, I think. Unprepared. You know, it's the known and the unknown. We went into the unknown, and that was the beauty of it. I don't know much about my family, and then I started digging into it. Then I found that there was a lot of history in there, things I never knew about my family. Soon after my parents married in 1932, the Wazir of the Nizam of Hyderabad, who was his chief minister, he made a visit to Sri Lanka, to Colombo, and for some reason or other, there's some connection between my mother's side and him. I don't know what it was. No one has told me. But he came, then he was honored guest, and just soon after my parents married. So he said that as he had no children, he would like the firstborn male child in my mother's family to take his name. And his name was Sir Muhammad Bahadur Nawab Nizamuddin. In 1943, my father took me to see him in Mysore. He had a huge palace, columns, marble columns. That's all I remember about the place. And he was with a beard, polished, you know, he was an Oxford man. And so he spoke very well. He came over to sit down, and there was a tea cakes, and I dropped a tea cake, and I vanished on the table to pick it up. 2 minutes later, the bearers picked me up, put me, and said, don't worry about that, have another one. That's all I remember about him. My father was a chartered accountant. Yeah, and he did pretty well in life, and the beginning of accountancy in Sri Lanka, income tax, and so they introduced it, and he made a good living out of that for about 20 years. And when his marriage broke up, he shut it up and started looking after us instead, and invested it with monies and lived like that. He was quite a natty dresser. That's my mother. That's my mother. Earliest picture of my mother. You see, unfortunately, my mother, when they divorced, my father destroyed all the pictures.
Really?
cut it out.
Oh,
So the
really?
wedding photographs I don't have. I have him, but not her.
Mm-hmm.
And he destroyed it. Now my sister took it up from there. She destroyed everything too.
Mm-hmm.
But these escaped the little book of negatives
Mm-hmm.
that nobody saw.
Mm-hmm.
And when I found it as a gold mine, I shoved it into my bag and came to London.
Mm-hmm.
And these prints are done by me upstairs here. Black and white prints. I printed them up here. Very good pianist. She was to Trinity College and Royal College of Music. She had certificates from. And she taught piano. That's what she taught all her life.
Right.
And that was her. She was playing she'd be the guitar there, and some other people. First photographs there. The old box camera came out. Look at the old pram. You know, that's the good old-fashioned buggy.
That's lovely.
And then there's another rare photograph here, my mother and father together. I must say that our daughter is very close to us. She always inquires. And the son is in another way. But the son is he's a quieter chap. He'll not tell you so much. Unless you ask him a question, you won't get an answer from him. So you've got to keep asking him. But sometimes he does get chatty, and I know that history.
But we haven't broached these subjects, you know. Sort of.
No, because no one has inquired too much. But they are interested now. I noticed that because my son read through part of what I have written, and but they don't comment on that. That's your life, sort of thing. But I think as time goes on, they would definitely, because they have children now. We'll also want to know.
Right.
But as time goes on, we won't be here also.
Yeah, but that's where they come in. That's when you put it down in writing, they can look at it, read it, and know what happened.